please be easy to deal with, but it's like, no.
Sipping on some cocoa.
I couldn't go to the gym today because there's literally snow on the ground. So I decided to just walk here. I haven't used this thing in so long. The goal is to get lean, get these arms smaller, get these thighs a little smaller, but I do want to keep my butt. Like I have a good shape, but we trying to get a flat stomach. Yeah, that's the most important thing. So I have the 5-pound weights. These feel heavy as I don't know why, but I'm glad to be using them. I've had these for so long. I was thinking lately about how it's so important to advocate for yourself. Just because, like, I'm one to let things slide, especially, like, when it comes to work situations. Like, say somebody tells me to do something, I'll take it as a suggestion, but I won't ever be like, actually, no, that won't work for me. And I feel like it's really important. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. Oh, my gosh. I'm in a tight space, y'all. It's Editing Coco here, and I see I never made my point, but that's how it is when you get distracted. Anyway, my point on that one was at work, you have to advocate for yourself because you don't want to be taken advantage of. And then you also just have to speak up because people are going to work you and have you doing things that aren't within your scope of work if you allow them to. So you just want to make sure that you're being treated fairly and that people know your boundaries and where you stand when it comes to what you're doing for whatever company you work for or whatever establishment, whatever the case is. You just have to stand up for yourself, speak up for yourself. Not all the time, obviously choose your battles, but you definitely want to make sure that you're being compensated for the work that you do and that you're being respected and that respect is not like the top priority, but the point is to make sure that you're not being taken advantage of. And also, speaking up for yourself builds a confidence within yourself to be like, you know what? We're all human. Like, they understand. So, and if they don't, then you know what you got to do. But yeah, that is point number one. You want to make sure you're being treated fairly and that they're respecting you and that you're respecting yourself and at least your time. Even in relationships, like people, I feel like some guys will like use it against me for me to be like, actually, I like this. They'll be like, damn, like you do too much. Or like, please be easy to deal with. But it's like, no, because you always, men, like, they be the number one beneficiaries. Like, over here, yeah, it is going to be like some reciprocation. Like, that's only fair. I'm a very fair person. So if I feel like you getting over, I'm not going to like that and I'm not going to be happy. So yeah. And I also think it's just fair. Like, I don't like to ping pong. You said something, so now I got to say something too. No, it's not like that, but it's just like, let's have an even playing field and let's really make each other happy. It's not like one person's wants are more important than the other. So really have to, just have boundaries and also just have a voice, because a lot of the time we will lose our voice in certain situations or just like let someone else take the lead. But who is more important than you? No one. You definitely don't want to be resentful towards whoever you're dealing with. So speaking up is going to make you feel better. It's like those times where like somebody skips you in a line and you don't say anything, and then later you're beating yourself up because they think you. So that's basically like, obviously we don't come to romantic relationships with that energy, hopefully, unless it's toxic, and who needs that? Who has the time? But anyway, the point is you don't want to be resentful. So you have to speak up for yourself. And you also want things, like I said before, to be fair, because I know sometimes it can feel like a power dynamic, especially in heterosexual relationships. It just seems like the man takes on that role of like running the show. And it's fine for us to share roles and like run the show sometimes, but you definitely want to make sure you're being heard and that you're seen. So, and also, like I said, everyone is looking out for themselves, so you must look out for yourself too. Like, don't pedestalize anyone. Just, if you're gonna pedestalize somebody, let it be you. And I love to give too, but there is a limit, definitely. Like, all that unconditional love stuff, I don't do it. Like, I have it for my immediate family because I love them and I know them and they've proven that they deserve that. But new people, we don't do unconditional love. Just sounds like silly to me. Or like just like being willing to bend over backwards, especially for a man. I'm not doing it. You gotta make me want to. I feel like people need to know, like, over here, like, I grew up in a matriarchy, and I'm keeping it that way. So I hope that's respected in whatever situation I end up in, or, you know, yeah. Whatever the dynamic is, they must know, like, yes, you can wear the pants. You know, the sisterhood of the traveling pants, that's the dynamic of my relationship. That's what needs to be understood. It's a partnership. Yeah.
At the end of the day, all I'm saying is advocating for yourself, whether in life, work, or relationships, means knowing your worth and standing firm in it. Wearing the pants in a relationship isn't about control, so hopefully I didn't come off that way. But I just want you guys to know that it's about balance and making sure your voice is heard just as much as you listen. Never forget your needs, your boundaries, and your happiness. That is the top priority, right? Speak up for yourself and never shrink to fit into a role that doesn't honor who you truly are. I'll see y'all on the next one.